chance, who's in the room has pets? Great market. So let's get this Doc and Tony show going. So I want you to think back. I want you to think back to that time in which you had to make a tough financial decision around your pet's health. My name is Brandon Ames, and I'm the founder of Anicell Biotech, and my family's had to make that multiple times. Most recently in 2009, when my mom and my daughter, after a lethal drug interaction between two corticosteroids, had to put $150,000 worth of horses, two of them, down. In the 21st century, we shouldn't be still treating symptoms. In the 21st century, we should be solving problems. And so we created Anicell Biotech to be that company. To be that company that extends the active life of animals through the use of regenerative treatments created from amnion. Amnion is what's around a fetus when it's born, and it's responsible for the single greatest growth spurt any mammal will ever have. And so the market, about 2.5 million animals each year will be put down based on pathologies that we could treat with Anicell products. There's about 3.2 million horses, elite horses, and at any given time, 25% of those horses have a lameness issue that we could treat with Anicell products. And so the issue is that existing pharmaceuticals, they simply treat symptoms. And the existing regenerative treatments, stem cells, PRP, those types of treatments, they've got to create wounds in which to cure wounds. They've got to actually harvest the material in which to treat that animal 3 to 4 weeks later. And so basically what we do, we giggle about our product because it's human tested, animal approved. It's been around since the 20s. They used to use it in which to treat burn victims and injuries in humans in the 20s, and then they started treating eyes with it. And then by 2000, the early part of the 2000s, because of cryogenic preservation, instead of saying, hey lady, have your baby so that we can treat this dude over here, we go through and we bring this product to market. And so we brought this technology into the animal space. We patented it, and we're internationally patent pending now with this technology just for animals. Basically, the product line is pretty straightforward. We've got products that treat everything from fractured bones to joint inflammation to tendon and ligament damage to eye issues to a product for surgical applications. Our wound treatment clinical trial that we did in-house, and we've got 5 of them going on. And when I say clinical trial, let me be really, really clear about that. Our clinical trials aren't for FDA. We're a medical device. Our clinical trials is so that the scientists and the veterinarians have something that they can stand on in front of their customers in which to scientifically prove that our product's better. And this is where it starts, in that we're 2 times faster at healing wounds than the existing standard of care. And that's being proven out in the other clinical trials that we're doing today. And so basically, we've treated 1,146 animals in 22 months. We've taken a biotech from nothing to commercialized, treating 1,146 animals with an 84% success rate. And so when we talk competitors, our competitors today are simply those folks that are doing the harvesting of material. And that material, the challenge with that they're harvesting is it's dependent on the health and age of the animal. Whereas we're dealing with fetal material, and we all know, it's kind of like that Thanksgiving football game in which us old men get out there and we play with our kids, and then we can't walk the next day, and the kids are saying, hey, let's go do that again. Well, the deal is that we're dealing with fetal material, a consistent dosing every time, and not related to the health and age of the animal. Our biggest challenge is going through and overcoming the existing veterinarian standard of care. And so our unique competitive advantage in the marketplace is really clear. We've got value proposition for everyone. And that I've got a veterinarian here in town. He's been using our products since last year. His business grew 40% last year because of Anicell products. And his net income grew by double based on the fact that he could treat once and trade time for margin. For pet owners, it's a lower cost, easier care. For animals, they get better quicker. And for distributors, it's a shippable product. It's not a service. They can stick. My distribution partner, and excuse me for saying this, but he says, dude, we can stick shit in a box and ship it. Where they haven't been able to play in the marketplace before. For investors, it's all about margin and scalability. And so basically it's a $31 billion market as far as global health. That number doesn't mean a whole lot, but the number that does, it's $1.5 billion, growing at a compound annual growth rate of 12.4%, which is huge. And so the business model, we're at a 73% product profit margin right now. That gets sold to through distributors at a 15% distribution margin to them, and a 50% veterinarian margin that he is able to sell that to his customers. So they're marking it up by 2. It's typically 20% or more. Yesterday I showed you an example in which it was significantly more, 70-something% more than what, or less than what they would have experienced otherwise. And so marketing and sales strategy, pretty straightforward. We're a distribution sales model through 566 reps across the U.S. We use our Take 2 samples to sales strategy using samples. We don't give our samples away. There's no value in free. So we sell our samples at half price. We get a better uptake from the veterinary marketplace when they have to pay for it. And then we use our Cialis effect in which to get pet owners, in which to drive this into veterinarian's office. And so, proven track record. I've been doing this a long time. $20 million company. We built computer networks for kids in Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. And then strategic technology and communications. We returned a 5X return to its investors. We're an AIC, Anicell's an AIC award winner, as well as a Flint Foundation with about $280,000 in grant money. The leadership, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the amazing veterinarian/PhD that we have that makes this thing go around. Dr. Moises Barcelo, he is a veterinarian and got his PhD at Colorado State University, the most prestigious vet school in the country, and has a background in genetics and cellular biology. Stand up in the back there, Moises, please. He's the guy. Woo! Yeah! I go to the lab every day and I'm the stupidest guy in the room. It's awesome. And so the team, we've got an advisory team headed by former CEO Ed French. The advisory team we meet with on a quarterly basis in which to go through, check our strategic direction. So basically, reasons to invest in us, and it's really cool. It's a proven team. We're a growing global marketplace. We didn't do this just for the U.S. Long term, we'll be overseas as well. Traction and momentum, 22 months. That's a quick turn to be a commercial growing company selling at 450% year-over-year sales growth. International patent pending, biotech multiples, and our product roadmap. In the 1,100 treatments that we've done on animals, we've never had an infection survive our product for more than 3 days, and those are antibiotic-resistant infections, MRSA, staph, those types. And so we're human-tested, animal approved. We don't sell to humans, we just sell to animals, and proven technology extending the active life for everyone. Thank you, folks. I appreciate it.